supposed to be. This is WhiteRaven over here. Today's Monday, so happy Magic Monday to all of you guys. How are you, witches? Very happy to be here today. I have a really interesting video for you guys, and I really hope that this assists you, helps you, and tickles your brain, and empowers you to do your own spells. You know, I've been here in front of this camera for 10 years now, and I have taught you many different videos, and sometimes I repeat some of the things that I teach you. What I'm going to teach you today, I have not taught to you before. On a daily basis, I receive emails from you guys. Many of you guys write me, WhiteRaven, I need a spell for this. WhiteRaven, I need a spell for this other thing. And number one, I always tell you to come into my channel and check all the videos that I have, because I have so many spells in this channel, right? I have curses, I have for money, for love, for prosperity, protection, reversal, you name it. I have a video here for everything. But sometimes you guys are very, very specific. And it's hard for me to find a spell because your spell is very personal and very specific to you. So if I send you here to look at the videos in my channel, you may not find what you're looking for. But today I want to empower you, and I want to facilitate at least a way for you to understand the things that you can do to make your own spell. All right. There's going to be a few videos that I have done in this channel that I'm going to link in the description of this video, because they pertain to the video that I'm making for you today. So please make sure that you check the description of this video for those additional videos that I'm going to put in there, because there are additional information. Today, I'm going to help you create your own seal. If you're new to this channel, my name is WhiteRaven, and I am here to teach you witchcraft from my perspective. I've been a witch for quite some time, and I want to be for you what I wish I had when I started, because when you start, you have a lot of questions. If this is something that interests you, please subscribe to the channel. Do not leave without liking this video, share this video, and stay here with me. And I would love to have you in my little YouTube coven. I'm happy to have you here, witch. Just give me the chance to teach you a couple of things and stick around. I would love to have you. So in this past year, I have shared with you guys some spells and some rituals on how to make magic with seals. And today we're going to make our own seal using the intentions of our magic, of what we want to be done to our target. So what is a seal? A seal is a magical design created to influence a magical desire. Something that the creator wants, in that case me, in that case you. It could be done for many, many things, which is the sky is the limit. But you can make seals for healing, for protection, from hexing, for banishing, for prosperity, to command and control spirits. Like I said, which is the sky is the limit. I'm going to give you some examples of some very common seals and some of the seals that we have been using in the past year right here in this channel. Some of the most famous seals right now in ceremonial magic and in magic are going to be the seals of Solomon. Solomon had power over many things, not only in nature but in the spiritual world. So some of the seals are still used today, are actually very used today in magic. Some months ago, I shared with you guys a hex using the 6th pentacle of Saturn. And a couple of weeks ago, I also taught you a spell using the seal of fire from the 6th and 7th book of Moses. There's many seals out there that are at the tip of your finger, which is, there's many books out there on seals. Unfortunately, there's not one particular book with a lot of seals that I can tell you this is the best book. This is the encyclopedia of seals out there that you can use for magic. But I have some books over here that I like. Jean Gonzalez Whippler is one of those authors that I really like. And she has this book, Amulets and Talismans, the complete book. The book is okay, which is... There's also this one that I also like. This one is by Raymond Buckland, Signs, Symbols, and Omens. So there's also this one over here. Of course, some of Solomon's books are going to have, obviously, these seals. And there's another book that I want to show you guys. There's a gray book, which is this one. Over here, you're going to have the Book of Moses. There's many books out there there's a lot of little booklets. Ana Riva also has a great little booklet that I like with signs and symbols and seals and whatnot. So if you look, witches, you are going to find all these symbols. But today we're going to be creating our own, okay? We're going to do our own seal because we're going to create our own magic, and we are going to empower this seal, and we are going to make our intentions to become a reality. Some other seals that are very popular are the seals of the planets, the seals of the 7 angels, the seals of the spirits, and so on and so forth. You're going to find lots of seals out there, and I suggest for you to study them because if this is something you like, they are really cool and really good. They're really big helpers on magic. They really will assist you. Seals are a lot of symbols encased inside either a circle, a pyramid, a square, a rectangle. It's just a whole compilation of symbols, of letters, of characters, so on and so forth, that are in numbers. I mean, the sky's the limit, that are enclosed in this particular space. Today, we're going to create our seal with sigils. And let me tell you, witches, some years ago, I shared with you a video on how to create your own sigils. I'm going to link that video also in the description of this video. If you want to put up with me and watch my old videos, it's going to be there. But I'm going to teach you again how to make your own sigils. Now, I'm very simple doing my sigils. They work for me. They are empowered by my intentions. I try to keep it simple because let me tell you, witches, there are some people out there that are truly artistic when it comes to creating sigils. If you are artistic and if you feel inspired to be very elaborated when doing your sigils, by all means, go for it. I do have a really cool book on sigils if you are interested in knowing a little bit more on how to create your own sigils and getting a little bit more input. Laura Tempest Sackcroft has this really cool book on sigils. Sigil Witchery by Laura Tempest Sackcroft. That book, my man got it for me for one of my birthdays or anniversary, I think it was. But that book is going to give you a lot of input, and it's going to tickle your brain and, ignite some different ideas if you are more artistic and if you want to make something more elaborated. I mean, you can do so many things with sigils. You can do tattoos if you want to do tattoos on you. You can do sigils all around your house. You can do a lot of art and put it outside. You can draw with chalk in front of your doorway. There's so many things you can do with sigils, because sigils are made by you and nobody needs to know what they mean other than you. So I think sigils are really cool. It's like your secret codes of magic. So what are sigils? So a sigil is a symbol constructed with a magical intention. You are going to combine a group of letters, which is what I'm going to teach you here today, but you can do other things. But today we're going to combine letters to create this symbol. And these letters, my beautiful witches, are going to correspond to our intention. So I'm going to show you how to make your own sigils. It's going to be very easy. Let's continue. So there's a few conditions that we need to keep in mind when we are creating our seal. Number 1, they need to be created with red ink. You can use Dove's Blood ink to do any seals that pertain to white magic or positive magic. If on the opposite you're going to do baneful magic or black magic, you are going to use Dragon's Blood ink. You can also use any of the baneful red inks. Now, let me tell you, witches, and just for you not to complicate your life, and this is something that I told you before in another one of my videos, making ink is truly an art. If you actually are going to make ink that is actually going to look red in a paper and not just a watery pink, it takes a lot of knowledge, practice, and it's an art. So what do I tell you? If you can purchase them in a spiritual shop, purchase them in a spiritual shop. Otherwise, witches, don't complicate your life. Use a red pen. That's my 10 cents from WhiteRaven to you. So the seal that we are going to be making today is to cross someone that is hurting you, either physically, spiritually, or mentally. If this is somebody that is actually hitting you, abusing you in a physical way, like a husband, a partner, somebody that is physically hurting you, this spell is for you. If this person is spiritually harming you, meaning that maybe this person is doing some type of magical workings against you, this spell is for you. Same with your mind. If this is something that is gaslighting you, abusing you, mentally abusing you, or still sending you hexes, because hexes can also manifest in your way of thinking if you mind. This hex is for you. I am very excited to teach you these seals. There's a few things that I'm going to suggest for you to have other than your red pen and some parchment paper. I need for you to have a little box where you can put your seal, which is, I need you to have a piece of black cloth, any black cloth. I want you to have one powder that pertains to the magic that you are creating. In my particular case, I'm going to be using damnation powder. This is in my website, WhiteRaven and witcheslayer.com. Very important, which is even more than the powder, is to have an oil that pertains to the magic that you are making. In this particular case, I'm going to use one of the meanest oils that I have in my website, Hell's Devil's Oil. And this is one of my pride and joy. I also going to share with you a little secret of a really magical herb that is going to assist you in all your baneful magic, but I'm going to tell you in a little while. Now, witches, without further ado, let me show you how to make your own seal. All right, witches, to be honest, this is something that you're going to have to practice. You're going to have to do it a few times until you get the right design. Okay, witches, so this person, let's say, is hurting us, either physically, mentally, or spiritually. And the person's name is John Doe. So the first thing that you're going to do, which is you're going to write the person's name. John Doe. After you write John Doe's name, you're going to put next to it your intentions. So I'm going to keep it simple and I'm going to write in here, I'm crossing you. There you go. John Doe, I'm crossing you. The second thing that I want you to do, I want you to cross all the vowels in here. I am going to keep the I from I'm. And now we're going to end with all these consonants, and in my particular case, because that's what I want, I'm going to leave the I. If you want to leave the vowels and you want to leave the whole entire sentence, this is your seal. This is your design. You're going to create it however you want to create it. Now, pass down here the consonants that you have left. I'm also going to put my I, because I am using that I. C, R. You have two S. Now you can use both of them, or you can just use one. Let's just keep one in here. And I have a Y. Now I put over here all the consonants in the letters that I want to use in my sigil. So this is your practice. Remember, we're going to do this in red ink. So now, witches, you are going to create a symbol with these letters. So I'm going to show you how I'm doing my symbol. So I'm going to start with the J. With this line, I'm going to create the H. With this line, I'm going to create the N. And with this line, I'm going to start the D. And that is the first part of my sigil. Now with the I want to do the I like this. And I'm going to create an M like this. I know it looks like gibberish, but this is your seal. This is your code. This is your magic enclosed in here. Now, I want to cross this person. Do I really want to use this consonants? Not really. You know why? Because I want to do the Y in here. And instead of a Y, I'm going to make an X because I'm crossing you. I'm going to close this. That is going to represent I'm crossing you. I'm crossing you. The next thing that you're going to do, which is we are going to enclose this. You can enclose it in a circle. I personally love rectangles because they look like coffins. There you go. This, my beautiful witches, is going to be my seal. So now let's do it with red ink. I have over here some bad blood ink, and I have my calligraphy glass pens. Just food for thought. If you want something even worse to happen to this person, you can put a little circle in here. And when I say worse, it's some serious physical harm. You will put a circle in you. All right. All right, witches, now let's enclose this in a rectangle. Let's pretend this is the coffin in which we are going to enclose our magic. And witches, if you don't have inks like this, you can again use just a red marker. Just make sure that if you use a red marker to do baneful magic, don't use it to do like positive magic, okay? So beautiful witches, you have created your own seal. Let's grab our magic scissors and let's cut this. Here you go, witches. This is your magic enclosed. Actually, I gotta say, this ink looks like blood. I really love it. Here's your seal. We are hexing, crossing. In this particular case, we're also gonna be sending some harm, physical harm. You touch me again, you are going to receive worst that punishment in your own flesh. Get your oil. I'm using Hell's Devil's oil. A lot of people always ask me this. WhiteRaven, can I touch my baneful products? WhiteRaven, what if I touch the hex? Which is, I make these products. I charge these products. You have no idea the contact that I have with these products. You're going to charge this to work for you. This is your helper. So if you ask me if you can touch your products, listen, if you don't feel comfortable touching your products, then by all means don't. But this little product right here, this little devil right here is my assistant. So I am going to touch my oils. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It depends on the ingredients. If it's something that grows me out, I'm gonna use gloves. But for the most part, I always touch my products. I'm not telling you for you to do it. I'm just answering that question. It's entirely up to you. We are going to do 4 drops, 1 in each corner. Once you finish with the 4 drops, 1 in each corner, we are going to go around. There you go. Now that you have this charged with the oil, grab your powder and just put just a tiny little bit in the center. Oh my god, this smells so bad. I don't know if you guys have this. This is so bad. Such a bad powder. Okay, I want you to do this, which is infuse this paper with the magic of your powder. which is grab your seal, put it between your hands, and we are going to charge it. You're going to feel energy coming out of you, witches, and into this. And repeat. Spirits of the universe, I call upon thee, and with faith I beseech you. Infuse this token of my intentions with the power and the force of the universal strength. So mote it be. Your seal is charged, and nobody can touch this seal, witches. Now, this is what we are going to do. Grab your black fabric. Put your seal inside. Cover it. Grab your box, your container, whatever it is, I'm sure it's dark, and put your seal in there. And it depends on the type of spell that you're doing. You may just need to do this one time and just get rid of it. But if you think this is something that you need to keep close by, this is what you are going to do. There is an herb out there. It's called tila, or other people knows it by linden. In Spanish, it's also called tilo. I'm definitely gonna have this in my website, which is tila will keep your target hex as long as you want to. So every 7 days, which is, and of course, this is if you need to keep this at home with you because you need to work this person constantly. Every 7 days, you're going to sprinkle some tila in your hex. Sure, you close it and you keep it locked in a safe place, and every 7 days you're either going to infuse it with your oils and your powder, or you're going to add a little bit of tila dust. Once your magic is completed, you are going to burn the seal and scatter the ashes away from you. How do you like that, witches? Listen, there's many things that you can do with your seals. Once you create your seal with your sigils, you can do so many things, witches. The sky's the limit. If you want this for health, you can carry them in lockets. You can carry them within you. If you want to punish somebody that lives with you, let's say this is an abusive husband, you can create a seal like that and put it in the person's closet, among the person's clothes. You know, the person doesn't need to know what it is. Nobody needs to know anything. If you're able to put a seal like this inside the left shoe of this person, if you can just lift the sole of the shoe and put a tiny, listen, you can make it very small. If you can put it inside the left heel of the person's shoes, you got that person by the balls, which is, if you're going to visit somebody that is your enemy, maybe it's your in-law, maybe it's family member, and this person is doing something evil to you, you can take this seal with you, and if you can put it under the mat in the front door, perfect. If you can get this seal to be hidden somewhere in this person's home, you'll get this person by the balls. Now, having said that, witches, if your work comes to fruition, if you repent yourself because of whatever reason, sometimes it will be rather difficult to remove some of the seals from the places that you have put them. So what I'm trying to say with this is, witches, that if you are going to go ahead with this magic, make sure that not only your intentions, your heart, your mind, and your rightfulness is in the right place. Because, careful what you wish for, because it may come true, witches. If you have any questions about how to do sigils, check out Lara Tempest Sakharov book. Check out this video. It's not difficult. And I'm going to put a link in the description of this video on the first video that I did on how to make your own sigils, which is they are powerful. If you want to know more about seals, the seals of Solomon, the seals of the angels, the seals of Moses, I'm going to put in the description of the video some links for some of the books that I have. And also, all the products that are shared in here today are in my website, WhiteRavenandWitchesLayer.com. Remember that you can email me at layerofthewitch@yahoo.com. And these are questions in regards to magic. I do not work for people, witches. And also, my Facebook page is really big. Please make sure to visit me in my Facebook page, White Raven and Witches Lair. Other than that, witches, it is always awesome talking to you. I'm so excited I was able to share this with you. I hope it helps you. I know I have a lot of artsy people out there, and I know, witches, that you got this. My best intentions are going your way. I hope that this magic empowers you and gets you further with your spells, with what you want. I hope that this is able to protect you. I hope that you're able to cross and dominate and annihilate an abuser. Other than that, witches, remember to stay very smart, witches, because knowledge is power. There you go, you learned something powerful today. But above all, with all that knowledge, discern, witches, and you must stay so very wicked. Bye.